Hello guys, and today I'm going to be building a snow farm using a snow golem. So yeah, we're gonna be building a nice snow farm using snow golem. So let's now get into the time lapse. First of all, before I get into the time lapse, I'm gonna show you the build, how it's gonna be built, I guess. Yep, that's it. And we now just plop a snow golem right here. I hope that's good. There we go, and now we can just do this. We can AFK make snow. So let's now get into the time lapse. So see you in the time lapse. Hello guys, so here I am from the time lapse. So it's me from the time lapse. So we are now building a build for this snow farm. So here we have our little friend Snow Golem. I didn't give him a name yet. He's just called Snow Golem. I'll probably name tag him, because that would make life much more happy. So here we are now building this build, and it's predominantly out of spruce. Maybe even too much spruce, some people will argue, but personally I think you can never have too much wood. Wood is something I've almost always used it in my builds. Like, there are very few builds that I haven't used wood in. Like, in this world, no. Like, this survival world, all the builds have wood in them. No, I'm serious. Like, people, if you don't trust me, then just look at all the other building episodes, and you'll see that every single build has some wood in it. Like, some builds have very little wood, like the melon farm, but most builds have at least a decent amount of wood in them. Like, literally, like, the starter house is 90% wood. No, I'm serious. And the fact that it's 90% wood ended up leading to a little design flaw, which you will find out later in this episode. So stay tuned to see the design flaw of my starter house, because it's pretty significant. But you're gonna have to wait, I guess, because it hasn't reached that point. So here we are now building the build. So it's another farm, and I feel like some people, yeah, I understand that you may be a little bit burnt out on farms. Like, we've been doing 3 episodes on farms, like literally non-stop farms, and yeah, 3 episodes isn't that much for farms. But at this point, if I do another video on episode on farm, then yeah, I understand. It's probably quite a bit. It's a bit too much to ask for. So next episode, which is episode 25, which is coming up next week, that won't be a farm. It will be something even more interesting, I think. Much more. I think it's something that you guys will probably be really interested in. So we're gonna have to wait again for that. So do subscribe so you don't miss that next video, that secret video that's not a farm. I guess some people may call it a farm, but it's not a farm. Like, you can't harvest things constantly from that. So yep, it's not a farm. Don't at me. So yep, here we are now building this build, and once again it's made out of almost completely out of wood. We've got a stone brick floor. I think off camera I decided to change some to, I don't think I even changed some to mossy yet, though I think I'll do that off camera. And I had to move this, so I had to kill the snow golem because I had to move the snow golem block to the side 1 block because I realized it was off center. So yeah, let's now talk about this farm. Again, it's like the melon farm. I don't know who designed it, and I don't think anyone really designed it, because it's just a really simple design that everybody has been using as a snow farm, because it's pretty simple. It's just a snow golem in just like a cage, and then you could just spam click. You can just hold left click and you'll just get snow, like. And there's no real automated farm. Like, there probably is, because there's everything on YouTube, but I've not found it, and I don't think it's very interesting. So I'll just stick with the normal farm. And well, I just need to say that I very, very, very rarely use snow in my builds. I don't think I've ever even used snow in my build. And the only reason I'm making this snow farm is because I didn't know what to do for this episode. So I decided to do this. I'm serious. I didn't know what to do, so I just decided this. Because it'd probably be nice to have. And as you can see, I'm now building a biodome, a glass dome. So that's why I call this building the biodome, the giant biodome, because I felt like a biodome with spruce would probably be the most fitting, because this is a snowy bit. It's like a snow-related. Spruce definitely fit, and I feel like a biodome, it sort of makes it like, almost like a giant snow globe, and pretty interesting actually, I realized. And I really like doing these like biodomes, like it's something I've done quite a few times. So yeah, I really enjoy making biodomes, and here we are now decorating the outside bit of the farm, I guess. And there's just one thing I need to say about me and snow. Yeah, again, I rarely use snow, but snow, cause it's so easy to make a farm of it, I feel like it would probably be a good idea to have. Like, you'd rather have one than need one but not have it. Because I don't use snow very often, but I've had some build ideas where you would need snow, and it would be nice to have it than need it not have it. Because, like, I know it's probably just a waste of time, because you barely, like, I barely even use snow, and most of you probably don't use it, because the thing about snow is that it's a very flat block, and I don't really like flat blocks, and it's also, there's no slab, no staircase, it's just a block. You can't really do much with it. Though the reason I would like to have snow, because snow is actually a really good substitute to quartz, because quartz is rather expensive for what it really is. Like a block, yeah, pretty expensive. And yeah, you could, and it will be, yeah, how many times have I said yeah. So the thing about quartz is that it's so expensive, but it's just a regular white block, so you could really easily switch it out with snow. I know the texture of snow is much flatter and snow is slightly lighter, but snow, it's much cheaper, much easier to get. So there's a big downside with snow, is that there's only a snow block. But with quartz, you've got all the different quartz variants, you've got slabs, staircases, you've got quartz pillars, and all that stuff. So yeah, so I would still use quartz, but in builds where I only really need a solid block that's white, I would gladly use snow. Because snow, yeah, it's a good substitute to quartz. So that's what I've been saying. So that's why I would highly recommend you build one of these snow farms, as long as you have like a nearby snowy biome, like, so a nearby source for snow is what I'm trying to say. So yep. So if you have a nearby source for snow, then do build this farm, because it'd be nice to build. And I want to talk about the farm's location. At the beginning, I wanted to build this on the ocean, because for some reason, I thought that snow golems could only create snow on like areas that have a temperature lower than 0.8, and that's the case with the ocean. And the jungle where I'm living, the temperature is 0.95. I swear it was like that. I even saw like people's videos where it's like, yeah, it doesn't work in the snow, in the jungle, this farm doesn't work, so be aware. But like, is it the 1.3 update? Because I was seeing something, and then I just read something saying that the 1.3, the 1.3, 1.19.3 seemed to have like changed some like snow golem parts, meaning that now you can like have these snow farms. It's like snow golems can make snow in plains and jungle biomes. I'm like, really, did that really change? Like, I swear it didn't work until like a couple days ago. I tried this farm because I wanted to make sure, so I tried it in my world, and then for some reason the snow golems did make snow. So I'm like, that's weird. I thought it didn't work. So I was really surprised at that. Like, it really blew my mind. I'm like, oh, well, I guess update meant that now snow golems can make snow in warmer biomes, I guess. I'm not saying it's a bad update. It's really nice because now you can build these farms much more biomes than you could before. But little weird, I didn't notice that. Maybe it was 1.93. And as you can see, something terrible is happening. Everything's gone grey, and that's because there was a thunderstorm and my house burned down. I'm like, what? I suddenly started panicking, trying to remove the fire. And I'm serious, like, how did this happen? I specifically put a lightning rod so this won't happen. So tell me why this is happening. So I guess the farm is done. So goodbye for now. Guys, so the farm is now completely done. There are some little touches left to do, but I'll do most of these off camera. So the farm is now done. So it's basically just a giant biodome for our little friend snow golem. So here we have a large gallery wall, I guess. We've got a little bed area, we've got some little tools and workstations here, and more importantly, we have the central workplace, which is the snow farm, basically snow golem. So we basically just hold click right here and just spam, and just, yeah, it just works like that. You just leave it like this and there will be a bunch of snow. So that's how the farm works. Pretty simple, very simple design, not much to it. So let's now see the outside. The outside isn't done yet, like the build itself, but the around, like the scenery, it's not yet done. So there it is, the farm. So I'm pretty proud of it. Looks pretty nice. So it's the only issue is that you can't really see it from everywhere because there's that big tower right here. But apart from that, it's pretty visible and pretty nice. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you will never miss another farm design. So yep, see you and goodbye.